we get set for our CFFC heavyweight title. You talk about the big boys, there's going to be a lot of meat inside the cage. Plinio Cruz, 6-5, and he's got knockout power. He's feisty. He'll get down and dirty. And this is a kid where I love this matchup because he's taken on, in my mind, one of the brightest up-and-coming heavyweights in the CFFC, even if he's had a late start to the game. That, of course, is Zhu Nyanwu, a.k.a. the Eighth Wonder. But for Plinio Cruz, a lot's on the line, Frank. And you look at the heavyweights, this is knockout power, and this kid possesses some good traits.
One-punch knockout power, but uses it behind a nice solid jab when he chooses to. He's really got to make sure, though, if this ever goes to the ground, that he continuously moves. You can't let Zhu get on top of you, lay on you, and let him get some rest.
Last time in the cage, made quick work of J.A. Dudley at CFFC 34. Fought that at a cage weight of 225. He's tough, he's durable. And I'll tell you, you're absolutely right. Dudley allowed that fight against Cruz to go to the map, and Cruz took advantage of it. That snapped a 3-fight slide with the win. First pro fight in 2 years. So again, he had a little bit of a layoff, lost to Dwayne Bastis in BFC 65. Got knocked out in that one, and he's got to be very, very weary of his opponent because the Eighth Wonder is just a nasty man. And he certainly has some knockout power.
Hey, Plinio, this is for you. You may think you're ready, but you're not. I'm gonna make sure you remember me forever. You're gonna wake up in your nightmares with cold sweats. The fear of going against the Eighth Wonder of the world. You better get ready, because I'm ready.
Well, he's nicknamed the Eighth Wonder. His last time out, he had me wondering when he was going to throw a punch, and it was only 2 punches. He missed early on against Keith Bell, and then connected with a right, and then jumped on him. That was a little measure of revenge because he lost to Bell. Powerful right hand. This kid is very confident, Frank, but I want to make one more point with the Bell fight. He earned this belt when he fought Joe Stripling, and he caught Bell with a right, dropped him. This guy is what I like to call a nasty heavyweight. Yeah, he's happy and jovial, late start to the game, 33 years of age. If you blink, if you get up, if you want to drink something right now, soda, juice, have a little popcorn, do it right now in front of the screen.
Obviously, you can see Zhu's the older one. It also gives him more experience. Both guys about the same weight, but look at the reach advantage, and Zhu uses that reach advantage. The only way for Cruz to really dominate this fight is to put Zhu on his back and get on top of him. He uses BJJ style, which means he has to slide inside. If Zhu's smart, he'll keep on the outside.
For the introductions, we'll go inside the cage to Dr. David Sarnoff.
Tonight, the next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds for the CFFC Heavyweight Championship of the World. This bout is sponsored by Muscle Research, cutting-edge products at a wholesale price. Now, standing to my left, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 239.9 pounds, fighting for Cruz Mixed Martial Arts out of Newark, New Jersey, hoping to be the next champion, Plinio Cruz. Now, standing to my right, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 262.4 pounds, fighting for Enzo Gracie out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the CFFC Heavyweight Champion of the World, Zhu, the Eighth Wonder of the World, Nyanwu!
What a good, clean fight. We went over all the rules in the locker room. Do you have any questions? Obey my commands at all times, respect each other at all times, touch gloves, and come out swinging.
Liam Kerrigan in charge
of the action once the bell rings. Liam Kerrigan.
Of the chaos in the cage. Cruz in the black tights. Zhu, no introduction, in the blue trunks. I have a feeling this one's ending in a knockout, Frank.
I'm saying second round.
You read my notes.
Yes, I did.
Zhu trying to defend his belt. He took it away from Keith Bell several months back. 2300 Arena, Philadelphia. Good kick by Cruz, set the tone. You got to be very wary, though, because Bell tried to come in with a teep kick. And Zhu caught him with a right and then just did major damage, ground and pound, until they ended the onslaught. Mentioned Zhu 7-2. Beat Joe Stripling back in CFFC 32, then defended that belt with revenge against Bell. When you look at heavyweights, sure, it's not always aesthetically pleasing, so to speak, but
So that's a Fedor Emelianenko, one of the
Yeah,
best
well,
heavyweights of all time.
yeah,
Looked like a Pillsbury Doughboy.
but the power, the power behind everything.
And before him, Igor Vachenshin, same body type.
Yep.
You know, but every time they hit you with a 5-ounce glove on, your spine came out of your back.
And this is exactly what Zhu did against Bell. He didn't throw any punches for about 2 minutes, and then when he did say goodnight, it was lights out. He was just waiting for his opponent to make a mistake. He's setting up, he's eyeing up that right. It's like a slow dance. Who's making the first move?
So far, Zhu's thrown one real punch, was off a kick.
This is deja vu.
And Cruz was fading away, and that's it.
This is deja vu. Crowd trying to will on Zhu.
Because they know this fight can be over quick if he chooses to get going. Looks like Plinio Cruz understands that as well. He's doing positions, and he's trying to do a little bit of damage where there's no chance for Zhu to really come back after him.
Well, look, he's got to respect that knockout power. And he also saw right there how wild he was with his left. He's going to have to tighten up those punches a little bit, leave yourself wide open. I know you can throw some wild, and at times you're going to connect. But against Zhu, against an opponent of his caliber, could be an early night.
Three minutes in, and
Yeah.
Zhu really hasn't done much. Cruz obviously is the more active fighter. Now, say the round ends right now, Cruz wins the round because
That's
he's more
right.
active. So it's like you got to get a little bit more active at some point. You know, nothing's landed flush, nothing's done a lot of damage.
Good inside leg kick. Under 2 to go. And Yanwu trying to defend his CFFC heavyweight belt. For the second time. Well, you're right. I mean, if the round ends right now, if it plays to form, Plinio Cruz gets the round under his belt.
And that changes confidence, it changes tactics going into the second round. Even though it was a 5-round fight, it still puts you up on top.
Yeah.
So you don't want another guy building confidence on you. You're starting to feel more comfortable.
Ooh. Under 50 to go. Cruz a little more active than Zhu, round number 1. Saw some kicks mixed in. Zhu tries to counter with a right. His corner's telling him to move forward, go forward, fight forward. Now it's Plinio on the attack a little bit. Zhu just keeps that left outstretched.
Cruz has done his tape. He's paid attention to his tape. He made a great game plan. He knows that all Zhu has really is a big, heavy right. The hook's not going to be a factor. His kicks aren't going to be a factor. He's laying on that big hand right. So now we're looking at a point that every time the right comes, watch how tight Cruz makes his defense. So even if he hits him, he's only hitting glove. If he gets touched with it, it's a glancing touch. It's not a full touch. And the moment that it gets thrown, Cruz tightens up and throws immediately back after it.
You also see, too, he's mixing in some kicks just, again, not doing a lot of damage, but letting Zhu know if he comes in, he's going to get caught. Either way, downstairs, upstairs.
And Zhu just got hit with that kick.
Now that's got to be a huge confidence builder for Plinio Cruz. I'm going to tell you why. Because Zoo missed with that right, and usually that's a knockout punch. And I just glanced over to my right and saw his corner, and they just kind of had their heads thrown up like, let's listen in right now.
Find your head, okay, stand it up. Your right hand is going to come in. But I want you moving because you're not going to see coming. You're just trying to throw the overhand. He knows it's coming. Now it's time to prepare the overhand. Shake side to side, side to side. When you go in, he's going to eat that punch. When you're trying to throw it from far away. So he's seeing coming. So your left hand is going to be moving. You're going to be walking to the left with the left hand moving. That's when you're going to throw your right hand right on the target. Don't punch his hand. Don't punch his face. Nose, jaw, anything that can hurt him. You're not going to eat that punch. Go down. Okay?
What'd you hear?
You know, he's gonna dip and tuck every time you throw that right. He knows. They see what's happening too. They see every time you throw that right, he dips. So now they're saying, don't throw the first right with all your power. Throw almost a fake right. They try to make a little contact. So he's gonna dip out of the way, come back and throw another one immediately after.
One little note to kind of store away if this goes further than the 2 rounds or 3 that we believe it won't. But Zoo wasn't a cut. Just touching up his right eye a little bit, a little swollen. Right near the side, but I saw when he was sitting down, Frank, he kept fidgeting at it. He kept messing with it, not wiping away sweat, but I think it's because of those kicks. Good outside leg kick by Plinio Cruz.
And that made Zoo's right hand miss completely because he was off balance. He moved that leg out of the way. Good position. Now, and the reason why he's cut is because that toe across the head late in that first round, that toenail cut him open. So it's like one of those things where you can see in Muay Thai fights, we see it a lot. Guys get their faces cut up from toenails because they're not really checking toenails before they go inside the cage. They start doing a better job of it now, but before you see a lot of guys get cut because of toenails, and that's what happened in the last one. He's got a little bit of a cut from a head kick, but now Cruz knows I can touch his head with my foot every time I throw it.
Yeah,
and he's got a dot to hit.
And Zoo knows, okay, my right eye's bothering me. He can't keep fidgeting and flinching with it like that.
Cruz doing a great job of keeping Zoo on the outside.
He's pretty athletic for a big guy, too. Well, certainly round number 1 for Plinio Cruz, just more active, and you mentioned those kicks. Tried to sneak in the left, backed away. That's a perfect example of respecting Zoo's power.
And he's circling into Zoo's right hand, too. He's circling to his left, which he shouldn't be doing. So he knows that right hand's going to come at him every single time.
Zoo orthodox, Plinio Cruz southpaw stance. See if he starts to utilize some low kicks as well. They were working for him in round number 1.
Good head motioning, but little kick. You know, it would have been better if he set it with some hands. Head motion right to the hands. You know, obviously Cruz wants this to get to the ground, but his shots have been. He hasn't really committed to a shot yet, so I don't know if the shots just are bad, or if he just doesn't want to get underneath and spend the energy to have a big, heavy, you know, have 265 pounds on top of your neck.
Well, yeah, and especially when you get the fight down to the ground and you're on your back, I mean, that's a lot of lumber that you're trying to move off you.
But it's so satisfying once you get it. Oh, wow.
Good left. That's the fear of going in, Frank. You're going to eat a couple. That knockout power by Anyanwu. Now maybe he's got Plinio Cruz thinking a little bit. Zoo doing a good job cutting off the cage now. Stalking Plinio. Closing in on 3 minutes in round number 2 of this CFFC heavyweight title affair between Plinio Cruz and Zoo, the 8th wonder, Anyanwu. Ooh, wow. Good kick. Heard the pop down here.
And right behind the knee. He needs to throw about 5 or 6 more of those.
Oh, Plinio shakes his head. Nothing doing. On the body shot by Zoo. Good body kick. Plinio Cruz for 220, 225, showing a lot of athleticism.
Moves his body around very well. Great position.
This is why, again, you can't dismiss his record. 6-5, don't read into it. Oh, good left. Oh, and he stunned Tszyu. Now Tszyu comes back, he gets caught again.
Oh, Tszyu's hurt.
Yes, he is.
He's hurt.
He's stammering a little bit.
It's the first time we've seen him go backwards.
That's the first time I've ever seen him get hit like that, except for that kick against Keith Bell several years back. That ended their fight.
Cruz knows it. He's taking his time. Tszyu's got to recover quickly. He's got to get some damage back in there right now.
Under a minute to go, round number 2. So brilliant start, Plinio Cruz. On paper, you would look at this and say this could be a major upset. But he's got the defending CFFC champ thinking a little bit. Closing in on 2 in the books. How about the first 2 rounds for Plinio Cruz?
What a great job. I'm so impressed with his ability to keep moving. You know, you look at his record, 6-5. You look at that layoff, like he's coming there heavy and hard. You know, it's Dan Murgulata, the ref, and I are friends, so you know, we're just down eyesight from each other, and we keep looking at each other every time a big hit comes across. Like even he's impressed. Great inside leg kick, and that caused that right hand to completely miss because he got that leg cut off. He hit Cruz a couple times, but Cruz is taking it. He's not. If you notice, nothing is coming through hard and happy. Like even that uppercut that got through was still a glancing uppercut.
Yeah. Now Plinio just has to watch though when he lifts up and pulls out. If that's more on, if that's more straight, if it's a straight right, so to speak, then that could be some damage. But I want to go back to something. I want to go back to something you said about Plinio Cruz, because a layoff, to come off a layoff, and he beats Dudley, and it's really his second fight in 2 years. So you would think, okay, how's the conditioning? How's the training? Where is he mentally? And now, a fight later, he's fighting for the CFFC heavyweight title, and this would be a huge upset. A lot of people figured Tszyu was going to step in the cage and just have his way with Plinio Cruz. Now that could still be the case with 1 punch.
Tszyu knows he's got to attack. He knows he's down 2 rounds.
Now they're starting to let the leather go. Tszyu acting as though he's losing his fight, really now trying to stalk Plinio Cruz and go for that knockout shot. Plinio needs to keep the fight right there.
Right in the center of the cage, off the, unless he can put Tszyu against the cage and get a good body kick off, a good leg kick off. You're right in the middle of the cage, the best spot for this fight for him.
Backing up, it's not where he wants to be. See again, if you watch quickly, Tszyu will just see how he just keeps touching his eye. That eye, it's bothering him, absolutely.
I wonder how his vision is on that side. Guess where the kick's going to start coming from.
Yeah, conversely, how about Plinio Cruz? His right eye starting to swell up a little bit and close.
And that's just from this round, and we're only a minute into it.
Do you think to a man, Tszyu, frustrated right now that he's just not able to get Plinio Cruz in position where he wants to, or unload that punch?
Yeah, Plinio's not sitting still, and so it's got to be frustrating when you're used to waiting, unleashing fights over. All of a sudden now you're waiting, and you unleash, and he's coming back and hitting you back, and he's moving out of the way.
And what Plinio's doing brilliantly tonight too, folks, is that not only is he utilizing those inside and outside leg kicks, but they're sporadic, but the timing, it's almost like he can read Tszyu's tell. When he knows Tszyu's about to come in, he snaps that leg, catches him, makes Tszyu back off a little bit, and prevent him from going forward with that knockout power. Oh, he got caught with a left. He's stumbling. Tszyu Anzanwu is hurt. Plinio Cruz has him hurt. He is definitely hurt, Frank. He can't even keep his feet up. Look at the way he's going back and forth. He's rocking right now. Oh, good right again. Oh my goodness, Plinio Cruz trying to upset Tszyu Anzanwu and take the heavyweight crown away, stun him. Oh my goodness, Plinio Cruz has the 8th wonder in trouble.
With that left hand hit. Look at Zoo, he's trying to come back. Zoo's hands are dropping down, he's in trouble.
Yeah, his hands are dropping down, he's tired, but he still has heart. He's hanging in there. One punch can still end it. Plinio Cruz trying to rip the belt away from the 8th Wonder. What a great matchup. What a great matchup. Good body shot down the right by Cruz. Plinio Cruz just sticking that right jab out there. Buck 30 to go. 3rd round. Another body kick, doing some damage, slowing down Zoo. Frank, Zoo looks like he wants to just unload that right hand.
He's trying to, it's all he has left, that's all he knows. His animal instinct is right hand over. He's trying to get into that space, but Cruz is not letting him.
Ooh, good left again by Plinio.
I love him. Every time he throws that right hand, Plinio dips his head and comes over the top of the left.
It's a gorgeous over the top left. Under a minute to go. Good body kick by Zoo. Now he's got Plinio in trouble momentarily. Plinio shakes his head and says, no, come on, I got more. Now they're both letting their hands go, under 45 to go. Oh, Zoo winding up that uppercut. Showing the heart of a champion. You want the belt, you have to earn it.
Zoo has more power in his striking, but Plinio's just the better, more technical striker. And that's what's happening. So now if Zoo catches him with one of those haymaker, almost a haymaker type uppercut, fight's over, he wins anyway.
Under 20 to go. Plinio Cruz, brilliant performance this evening. Just thinking about that front kick, thinking about that teep kick, backing off a little bit, 10-second knock. See if Zoo has one more spurt in him. He doesn't. Well, I will tell you this. I think Plinio Cruz swept and he ripped the belt away from Zoo. A brilliant game plan.
Trevor smart, moving his head, gets his hands out of the way. Every time a punch was thrown at him, he immediately returned fire. Great job, Plinio Cruz. I can't tell you how impressed I am, especially after 2 long years away from the competition.
Absolutely. And look, Zhu Anyanwu, the 8th Wonder, a brilliant fighter, a tough fighter, showed a lot of heart and a lot of guts. Still, it's going to go in the judges' hands. I know we'll let you get up there to interview the winner, but it was a brilliant performance by Plinio Cruz, as Frank alluded to. First pro fight in 2 years was against J.A. Dudley at CFFC 34. Made quick work of him the last time in the cage, and I think a lot of people thought this was going to be a walkthrough for Zoo, and Plinio Cruz, a very, very tough opponent, and still, Zoo still has that belt until we make it official. Showed a lot of guts and a lot of heart, took a lot of punches. So, with that being said, that's only our heavyweight title. We still have the middleweight title, and of course we have the welterweight title. Close out a great night of action. All right, let's make this heavyweight title official and see if we have a new CFFC heavyweight champ. For that, we will go inside the ring to our ring announcer, Dr. David Sarnoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Billick scores the fight 30-27. Judge Tamburino scores the fight 30-27. Judge Urso scores the fight 30-27. And your winner by unanimous decision, the new CFFC Heavyweight Champion of the World, Plinio Cruz!
Across the board, let's go inside the cage to Frank Trigg.
Wow. What the hell was that?
I trained very hard, man. You know, first I want to thank Jesus, God, for all the help, all the strength that he gave to me. Got to fight in short notice. Respect too that came up in a short notice too. And man.
Plinio, we got to talk about 2 years being away from the cage, your second fight back, and you're the CFFC heavyweight champion of the world.
Man, no words. I just want to thank all my coaches, Jack, Adriano Silva, Paul, Luis Azeredo, Steve Marco, my beautiful girl from Katie, all my students. This is for you guys.
Your ability to duck underneath his right hand. Every time he threw the right hand, you dip underneath the right, come back over the top of that left. That was beyond game plan. That was timing and intuition. How is it easy for you to be able to do something like that against Zoo?
Man, I was studying his tapes back before like this fight was scheduled. After that, I just trained my whole camp. Even if I go to have lunch, I'll master the knives and forks and I put my hand up all the time. I was very aware of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your heavyweight champ, Plinio Cruz.
All right, Frank, thank you very much. Plinio Cruz, your new CFFC heavyweight champion. Listen, there are guys that take the belt, they earn the belt, they fight for the belt. That's exactly what he did against a great champ in Zhu Anyanwu, tried to defend his crown for the second time. But again, it was a different story this evening. Plinio Cruz, 2 years out of the cage, his second fight back, and he's now the CFFC heavyweight champ as we are just rolling along here at CFFC 43 at the Borgata Hotel, Casino and Spa in Atlantic City.